That's what I was asking him. I was asking Flirt Master.
I flirt with guys.
We know you flirt with guys. That's how the kinges happen.
That's how the girls happen
Dude,
too.
2026, man.
But then what happens when there's too many kinges?
I'm gay, guys. I'm just gay. All right.
Shut the fuck up, dude. This guy.
That's probably the most attractive quality.
You see how he flirts with guys? Because he can't stop flirting.
Based on your guys' experience, right? And be honest, especially you. You don't have to. You.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what they're talking about.
When you finally are in a relationship again, do you believe that more women gravitate to you?
Yep. But why you tell me not to answer that? Because it's true.
I know, but I want to hear from the guy that probably lives this life all the time.
First of all, I am not a player.
Like, is that just a myth or does it really happen?
You're so dumb. Okay. First of all, you got to think about what he's asking. When you're in a relationship again, that means you were in a relationship, you're no longer in a relationship, and then you get in a relationship again.
Yeah.
That's very pivotal because everybody knows, or every guy knows, or should know, is that when you get out of a relationship, it's you time, and you hit the gym, and you start looking real good. And that's how you get back into another relationship, but that's when you're at your peak. You're like suavemente, you're smelling good, your hygiene's high, your gym habits are good, because you're literally at the peacocking phase, which got you into a relationship. It's going to be a lot easier in terms of the dynamic of experience of what you are then versus when you were getting out of a relationship. You were probably fat, looking like shit, stressed out, bags under your eyes, losing sleep, getting into arguments all the time.
Damn. Well,
This happy fat. This happy relationship.
See, this fool's married and fucking happy with his wife.
good.
Look at that.
Happily married.
so that has that ever happened to you? Where like you were like, why now, God? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Why you gotta throw pussy at me when I'm...
You've never been in that situation where you're like, why are you telling me this now?
I've been tested.
Why are you telling me this now, Tisha?
Stop it, fool.
What? Those aren't real names.
They're real names, I think.
You know that? You know him?
Tisha.
Dude, not Tisha, dude.
But has that ever happened to you where you were like, the timing was like pissing you off?
I don't think it's TV dramatic. It's not so explicit. I think it's like finding out from a friend later that person was feeling you.
So you don't feel like the gravitation is any more or less whether you're in a relationship or not?
I think it has to do with like where you're at. Like,
I'm not getting the right answers out of it.
Talking about high vibrations, dude. That's what he's talking about. That's what
man,
he's saying.
peacock. There's a time when you're like you put yourself to market versus when you know that you're off market.
What you're trying to say is that there's a phenomenon that happens that many men claim. I've only heard this only by legends. That when a guy gets a new girlfriend, that makes girls feel some type of way. They go, oh,
Eligibility of some sort?
somebody wants him. Therefore, it makes him a little bit more.
Yes, but I think when you announce that you're free, that is actually way more girls. So like,
Joe just goes, I'm free.
I'm single, ready to mingle. No, like, I also think that a lot of women have good girl code. Meaning, like, if they know you're in a relationship, like it's only the fucking crazy ones that come after you when they know you're with someone. Like, most women don't do that. Most women, they have good morals, and then they're like, oh, he's single. That means I could mingle. And then that's when all the DMs happen. That's when all the, I don't get any nudes anymore. Unsolicited nudes. But when...
You should get unsolicited nudes.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Wow. What about some unwanted unsolicited nudes? That sounds more fun, I think.
I got those too. But I'm grateful.
But what did it look like?
A grandma in lingerie? Yeah. Well, she was in the grandma, but like...
You ever get those guys that want you to insult their dick?
Because I could send you one right now. I got one locked and loaded.
But I'm lucky I never really had guys.
You just had that one guy who wanted you to live with him.
Wait.
To this myth completely?
Yeah, and then when I announced, because I was
When I announce.
when I announced, like, hey, I'm in a relationship. I think I've been in the public. This is not counting Hannah. public relationship.
Oh, it's because he has public breakups.
That's different. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's different.
I had 2 public relationships, and then in between those relationships, I felt like when people knew that I was free, that was much better than when they knew I was in. I think when I was in, most people are good people. They're gonna watch you and hope that you guys win in that relationship, right? But then when they know that you're free, they also go, "Here's my chance. Take some titties."
I think it's more about
Happens that quick, huh?
not really. I think you're a little bit of an anomaly still.
Anthony snapped. Anthony snapped, so that means he agrees.
Because the thing where it's not that any of these women know whether or not you're taking. It's that there's just a higher frequency of them materializing. Like you're out somewhere and she doesn't know your background. She doesn't know if you're single or married, but she starts talking to you and then you're like, what the fuck? Why didn't this happen when I was single? Like shit like
You make a
Yeah,
connection.
yeah, yeah. It's the other way around, actually. It's not that they all want you. It's like when you are starting to shop for a car, and then suddenly you see it everywhere on the road.
Slug bug.
Yes, actually, yes.
And then you punch the girl in the face.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? You just see it everywhere. So I think it's when you get in a relationship, you mentally tell yourself you're not available. Therefore, every interaction suddenly feels like a missed opportunity.
oh, that's a great way of looking at it. So it's like you're filing these women under like, oh man, see if I was single, I could have got with her. But she's not even trying to get with you. Okay.
She was looking for the restroom.
Yeah. And you're like, why God? Why be so cruel?
I thought Kamaka's friend was hitting on me, and I was like, "Yeah, you know how your friend kind of gay? He was flirting." He goes, "He wasn't flirting with you," and I was like, "Well, I took it as that."
See, but that's the other thing though it's funny you bring that up.
He said he's not even gay,
That's hilarious.
and I was like, "Hey, you know your gay friend that was like so like trying to get with me?"
What was he doing to sound like he was hitting on you?
He was kissing on his earlobe.
But he invited me to go eat, and he was giggling, and then like, no, I think there was probably an inside joke happening that I misread. But one of his friends were like, "Hey, easy, Tiger," to him, and then I took it as like he's telling his friend, "Easy, stop fucking hitting on my buddy so hard."
What if his name's Tiger?
Well, like that he didn't say Tiger, but that was the sentiment. But you know what I mean?
He
Like,
didn't even say Tiger. That was the feeling that you got.
I had a Tiger.
You sensed an easy tiger?
He's like, "Hey, chill, bro. Dude, easy, Tiger."
It turned everyone's around me turning gay. No, and then when I asked him, he was like, "He ain't gay. He's not gay."
Not only is he not hitting on you, he's not even gay.
I was like, I thought he was hitting on me and he wanted to go to dinner. And I was like, oh shit.
The reason I thought that, like, I think yours is the best explanation. But the old explanation I had in my head was that when you're with a partner, you're just more relaxed and you just come off more attractive to certain women because you're not thirsty.
I think it's that too.
Or the other thing is, I know a lot of my guy friends, they're really good at being like, dude, that chick totally liked me. But then sometimes it's like, that chick was just being nice. That's another phenomenon.
A phenomenon.
Where guys are
It happens
constantly-
everywhere.
No, but guys do that all the time. I do that all the time because I want to see my friend do some action. So I'm like, hey, dog, she was into you, man. Because I want to see him do something dumb.
So that time you said that to me when we got coffee?
No, those are real.
Okay. Because I got that guy's number.
But I really think that I never heard how you said it. I think that's more true. Really? I think it's more true that as a fucking dolt male, you're willing to classify every interaction from a woman as like, she was into me, man. Like,
Yeah, missed
You're open.
opportunity, something. Like you're still in the game or something because you suddenly are no longer
This
available.
guy's a flirty guy, though, dude. This guy's a flirt.
that's what I was asking him. I was asking Flirt Master.
First of all, I flirt with guys. That
dude.
means the way I interact, that's just who I am. Or I'm always undercover.
I knew you were gonna say that. I know
We know you flirt with guys. That's how the kinges happen.
That's how the girls happen
Dude,
too.
2026, man.
But then what happens when there's too many kinges?
I'm gay, guys. I'm just gay. All right.
Shut the fuck up, dude. This guy.
That's probably the most attractive quality.
You see how he flirts with guys? 'Cause
Hey.
he can't stop flirting.
That's tattooed on, so I can't take it off ever.
I'm going to do that too. Because I just keep forgetting my ring. That's why I keep getting hit on.
Hey, would you get mad if we just get kinges tats?
No, I would I would immediately text Mike and be like, bro,
Where should we get it? Where should we get the Kinjas tat?
it's not even here where everybody gets the Kinja stat.
It's like here.
Yeah, we choose a spot.
He puts it on his toe.
I'll do it behind my ear.
That's hardcore, dude.
You know what I mean?
Is this the? What if we did it the wrong finger?
So for you, when you're like out and about, right? Let's say you're at like a Starbucks, and then the server is like, "What's your name?" And then you're like, "Anthony," and she's like, "Oh, what's your number?" You just think that's you in your mind making that a hit on me moment. Is that where your mind goes first?
Starbucks is asking for my number.
Yeah, like she's flirting with you.
Oh, like explicitly, I'm reading the cue.
Yeah, but does your mind go to doubt first, where you're like, I better not think she's hitting on me. She's probably just.
She just wants my digital reward.
Is that where you, or do you like read into them fairly?
I don't think either of those. I think it's more so that even if I go like, oh, was she hitting me? Or I go like, nah, she's not hitting on me. I immediately go, if I give that a second thought, I'm weird.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I could file that as like, was she hitting on me? And then be like, thinking about that further does absolutely zero outside of make me losers.
And how far do you let a conversation go? Let's say someone's just talking to you. They don't know anything about you. How far do you let the conversation go past the point when you already know they're hitting on you? How do you go like, hey, I have a fucking wife? Like, how do you, where does that like interject? How do you like bring that up? And it's like a good conversation. It started out normal. It just kept going. And it's starting to feel like she might, want to keep in touch type of shit.
I don't know if I've ever, where it's just conversation.
Yeah, like you just started talking randomly about, I don't know, fucking a car accident happened. You were both on the sidewalk. She's like, get a load of that shit. And then you just start talking.
I think I'm pretty decent with organic
What a
chemistry
setup, dude.
in terms of a conversation, whether it's a dude or a chick. I think it's like if it's a good conversation and I actually have time to kill, then whatever.
But then what if at the end of that, they're like, hey, I'm about to head out. Like, I know we're going different ways and everything. How do we keep in contact?
I think Instagram's easy.
Instagram. That's not already a breach? You don't think that's not already like a trouble?
I feel like you do that every day in like the networking circle, social influencer stuff or work.
But she's clearly like trying to hit.
He's like, yeah, get her Instagram.
Yeah. She's like, I want you to crash into me the way that Volvo did to that Solara.
In my caboose.
No survivors.
And it's clear there's chemistry. Do I like her or does she just like me?
You're not even thinking of it until like you
You didn't think you had a chance. And then you're like,
don't even care because you're married. You don't give a shit. And then you start to read like, oh, fuck, she thinks I'm like into this.
Yeah, I think Instagram's fine. Because if I don't give a shit, then it's just like Instagram's more like I'll get another follower. I don't have to ever respond.
Oh. And then she goes, your next DM, you didn't tell me you were married, you asshole.
Yeah. You didn't tell me you knew Jackson Wang, asshole.
she sends you nudes.
Will end your whole life.
She extorts
I'm
you.
gonna be like, show me the proof.
You flirt with me at the scene of the crime.
You said you want to ram me like that Volvo? What the freak? That's what happened, right?
You don't think that's still like a risk that like even leaving the conduit open?
You're a dangerous boy, dude.
You're a danger man.
You know what's more dangerous?
dangerous, dog.
Honestly, especially being like quote unquote like in the public.
I thought you were going to say quote unquote hot.
Bro, you're
Dude.
ridiculous, dog. Hold on. If
No,
a girl
like a
asks for
public
your
figure.
number, you'd be like, hey, here's my Instagram. You're crazy, dog. What are you, crazy?
No. Because here's the thing.
You better punch that chick in the face.
I think that like keeps it at that like 1 degree of separation level.
Or
when it's
what if
just
you-
a social following? But here's the thing.
Or what if you were just
versus
like-
number?
Sorry, dude. I'll see you later. And what would happen if you did that?
Yup.
That's my move.
Duh, that's like the actual answer.
I get nervous. I go, oh shit.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry, bro. I'll see you. I gotta go. That's what I would do. I would literally do that.
What? I hear my wife calling.
Oh no.
I think I could leave it at Instagram. Because to me, it's also like if I end up going like, oh, I'm sorry, like I have a wife or something like that, and then she, whether it was that or not, suddenly decides to be whack and psycho on me and take it as like a whoa.
You can't beat up a girl though. Don't be scared.
Beat up.
Well, she goes psycho on him.
No, not like physical. No, I mean just like on being like, wait, like and then taking it as some sort of like weird coming on thing and then flipping the script, somehow gaslighting me into some weird shit. It's just too dangerous out there, you know?
But isn't it dangerous if she actually follows you on Instagram now? She could fucking.
That's scary, bro.
That's why you go, What was that? Oh, my wife is calling me. Hello? Yeah, I'll be home. Bye-bye.
Hey, women are pretty good though. They'll find your Instagram whether you give it them or not.
Yup. That's why you kick her in the pussy and run.
You just gotta be like,
Yeah, the EMT's already there.
yeah.
Hey, I got another one for you.
Can I have your Instagram?
She goes, what? And then you kick her. And then
You go, hey EMT, I got a kicked pussy.
she's like, what are you talking about? Bah!
I don't know who did it.
Someone kicked her right in the cooter.
I got a kicked one.
Some monster just came up and kicked her in the cooter.
Some monster. Some kicking machine came out. Got her right in the vagina.
Hitmon Lee came out of nowhere and kicked her right in the
A Geo dude came out of nowhere and just sucked her up.
hit her with a rock smash and kept it moving.